I, John O'Regan, the uncommon voice for the common man, coming to you today live this evening from Shadyside, Ohio, where I have more than a few choice words for these damn Islamo-loving leftists that are in this administration. And I am very, very pissed off, if you will, about their reaction to the video that shows 4 of our U.S. Marines urinating on the corpses of some dead, brave Taliban freedom fighters. And as soon as these videos went viral, you can imagine what the reaction of these Islamo-loving leftists in the administration was. And it was predictable. They all condemned these Marines. Hillary Clinton said that this was not conducive with American values. Oh, it isn't, is it? Well, maybe for some United States Marines it might not be exactly American values, but some of the people that they like, and the little pedophiles and stuff like that they support, well, you tell me. You know, I know a few leftists that probably would enjoy a golden shower here and there. But with that being said, I cannot believe that these people in this worthless administration instantly threw these U.S. Marines under the bus. And it's incredible to me because the same bunch of damn Islamo-loving leftists, including the man who is not a Muslim himself, the worthless communist-in-chief, was the exact same guy that when al-Assad killed all those army soldiers down at Fort Hood, he was the one that rushed to the microphone and told us all not to jump to conclusions. Now, I want to know this. Where is his consideration for the people that he is commander-in-chief of? He seemed to have absolutely no problem standing up for Nadel Hassan, but these Marines don't get any of that consideration. He's their commander-in-chief. The one thing he should have done, or the least he should have done, was just get up there and say, why don't we wait until we get all the facts in? Because all we know, that video was made up. We really don't know about the authenticity of it, but right under the bus, damn Marines went, and it is absolutely reprehensible what these damn Islamo-loving leftists did to these Marines. Now, with that being said, these Marines might, and I said might, have gone a little bit over the top, but these are Marines. Marines are a little bit different than the other branches of the service. Marines are trained to kill people, and trained and drilled some more. They are tough hombres, and they are the ones that have been doing most of the heavy lifting. Remember, in Afghanistan, remember it was Obama himself that sent the Marines there. When he decided to use George Bush's failed surge policy, oh, that's beautiful too. When he decided to use his failed surge policy, who was the ones they sent over there? He sent the Marines because he knew, well, he should know, that the Marines are going to kick ass and take names later. And that is exactly what they did. Now, these brave Taliban freedom fighters, of course, were involved in a firefight with these Marines. They're shooting at them. They're trying to kill them. God knows how many Marines the Taliban have killed in combat. And, with that being said, what atrocities do you think have been committed by the Taliban against the Marines? We don't really know for a fact because we don't see their videos on YouTube. But I bet you $100 if you went out and you asked these Marines and soldiers, sailors, and everybody that's over there in Afghanistan that these worthless Taliban people are nothing but pieces of human debris. And another thing, now, when all this was going on, why don't we hear any of the atrocities that the Taliban have committed? You remember the Taliban, don't you? The people that take women into soccer stadiums and stone them to death because they refuse to wear the burqas? Yeah, those Taliban. And the Taliban, you know, the ones that gave aid and comfort to that organization known as Al-Qaeda and that little thing known as the World Trade Center attacks. Well, we know those Marines may have known somebody that was in the World Trade Center. And they know damn well that the Taliban supported Al-Qaeda. It gave them safe haven in Afghanistan. Maybe there's a little bit of a payback there. We really don't know. But we do know this, that these damn peace-loving Muslims really don't have a lot of respect for Americans. You remember in Fallujah, when they captured our Blackwater contractors, they killed them, they burnt their bodies, mutilated them, dragged them through the streets of Fallujah, and they tied them up on a bridge overlooking one of the rivers, the Tigris Euphrates, I can't remember which one, but they just left those bodies hung there. Well, the Navy SEALs took exception to that, and the Navy SEALs hunted them down, and they found them. After 5 years, they found them and were taking them into custody. And one of these brave, loving, peace-loving Muslims popped off to one of these SEALs, and the SEAL took his M16 and butted him right in the mouth with it. He gave that poor, peace-loving Muslim a bloody lip. And what happened? These Navy SEALs were thrown in a brig over this whole thing. It's all right that you go ahead and, kill Americans, mutilate their bodies, burn them, hang them on bridges. But God knows, don't let an American take an M16 and give one of these peace-loving Muslims a bloody lip. We can't have that. But, as it turns out, there's a reason why these damn Islamo-loving leftists are so upset about the Marines. And I can explain it to you. If you remember when the Don't Ask, Don't Tell was repealed by the Obama administration, all the branches of the service towed the line. They were all for it. Right down the line. The Army, the Air Force, the Navy, the Coast Guard, they all thought it was a good idea, with the exception of the Marine Corps. The Marine Corps said, we don't like this idea of repealing Don't Ask, Don't Tell. The Commandant, and I don't know if it's the same Commandant that threw his own Marines under the bus this time or not, but at the time, he said he didn't think it was good for the morale of his Marines because it would ruin the continuity of the unit. And of course, the left-wing wackos instantly were all over this guy's case. So, if you ask me, these damn Islamo-loving leftists have a little problem with the Marine Corps. And maybe this is just a little bit of payback for them. But it goes deeper than that, too. Now we find out that these damn Islamo-loving leftists want to be in peace negotiations with the Taliban. That's right. They want to talk to them. They want to smoke the peace pipe with them. That worthless Islamo-loving man who's not a Muslim, commander-in-chief of ours, Mr. Foreign Policy, wants to smoke the damn peace pipe with the Taliban. Do you believe this? And now we find out that these urination on these damn brave Taliban freedom fighters may interfere with the man who is not a Muslim's diplomatic outreach to the Taliban, and if they ruin the peace negotiation. It's just incredible to hear this nonsense go on. And while I'm at it, I would like to tip my hat to some conservative talk show people. I shouldn't say some, I should say a. The day that this happened, I was listening to conservative talk radio. Rush Limbaugh avoided it. Glenn Beck avoided it, but he was sick with a sore back or something. But Limbaugh didn't say a damn word about it, and neither did Sean Hannity. But the one guy who actually stood up for these Marines was my hero, Michael Savage. Michael Savage stood tall for those Marines, and I owe it to him to get on here and stand tall for him too. Michael Savage, you are a great American. And to you Marines, I want to say this. This is your favorite conservative saying this to you right now. By God, if I was there with you, I'd have drank a few dozen bottles of beer, and I'd have joined you in a good, healthy piss. Because nothing says victory like a good, healthy piss. Until next time, this is your favorite conservative saying this to you now. Semper Fi. Over and out.